This is an evening with me. Typical evening with me. This is what I do when y'all aren't looking. But now you are. So ha.
It's LeahMouseVlog, LeahMouseVlog, it's LeahMouse's vlog.
Hey y'all, welcome to Vlogtober day 11. Yes, these go to 11. Man, y'all are going nutso over this freaking witchy package contest. I'm so excited. My phone has been going crazy all day with notifications of you guys visiting the website to find your code words, and the sentences you guys are coming up with are so cool. I'm gonna read some to you later. I'm cooking my supper right now. We got some Primo hamburger helper, 3 cheese right now. I like to add peas to it. I don't know what it is, but it makes an awesome difference. I add a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of peas, and it's fantastic. I'm gonna put you in the microwave. So anyway, yeah, y'all are just absolutely going crazy for this contest, and I love it. I am so living for how into this you guys are getting. It's so exciting for me because it's nice that I made something cool that I was excited about, and it's actually like going well, and people are wanting to participate, and they're having fun. You guys are having fun, and it feels so good. It feels like I'm like having a little, I don't know, October celebration with y'all. It feels very like bonding, and you know, it's, I don't know, it's fun. And I said in the giveaway video, I was like, do you all want me to do this like every year? Because I kind of want to. Like, it's just a cool thing to do these giveaways and see how you guys respond and like the things that you come up with creatively. Like, my God, some of the things. And speaking of my candles, kind of, if y'all want to order some, I would get on it if you want them for Halloween. I know that y'all are probably like, I'm saying y'all a lot in this vlog. Wow, I'm super southern today, I guess. There goes my phone again. I know that you guys are like probably like hoping to win the giveaway contest, and I get that, and that's great. And I really want everyone to win. Obviously everybody can't. But if you do for sure want to make sure that you get some of my spooky candles in time for Halloween, now is the time to order. Halloween is coming up. This Friday is Friday the 13th. I didn't realize that this year had a Friday the 13th in October, which is always a good time. Fun fact, my birthday is not in October, but I did turn 13 on a Friday the 13th. So how cool is that? How many people can say they celebrated their 13th birthday on a Friday the 13th? Me. Thank you. And I was born on a full moon, too. It wasn't a Friday, though. It was a Wednesday, I think. A balmy summer evening back in 1984, in the middle of June, on a full moon night, my mom brought me into this world. God bless her soul. Thank you, Mom. I enjoy being alive, and I appreciate you giving me that opportunity. This got weird. I'm just standing over here stirring hamburger talking about random shit. Anyway. But yeah, it would be super cool if y'all want to place some candle orders, because I'm getting a little bit poor. And my candle orders aren't as hopping as they usually are this time of year, and I'm guessing it's because of the giveaway contest. I didn't realize that I'd be shooting myself in the foot with that, but I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like, people aren't ordering because they're hoping to win the giveaways, which I get, but I do need some orders so that I can fund the giveaways. I was kind of counting on that. Like, I put myself into debt a little bit doing the giveaways. I use my credit cards and stuff. I'm not trying to guilt y'all. I'm just saying, like, if you want to order, please don't hold back. Like, you know, get yourself some candles for Halloween. Underworldconnection.com or on Etsy. Links are in the description. Anyway, shameless self-promotion over. I am really excited about these entries you guys are coming up with. It's so cool. I want to read some. And then as soon as I have my supper, we're going to make some apple fritter bread. Because I was gonna do that first, but I'm hungry. And I figured supper needs to come first. Otherwise, I'm gonna eat this entire loaf of freaking bread before it's even in the oven. Okay, so I'm gonna read some of these entries because they are all so cool and so good. Y'all are so creative. Okay, this is from Horror Queen 8200. Witches, hexes, jack-o'-lanterns with their glowing smiles, breezes howling on this night called Halloween. Miss Courtney Zombie, her entry is this. She stirred and stirred as her cauldron bubbled. Soon the night will be filled with mischief and trouble. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love this one. Angel Leo's Adorable Universe. LeahMouse seems to be having a hex of a good time doing these contests. Yes, yes I am. Ooh, Miss Spooky Nerd. During a full moon, the hex begins as the witches ride their brooms to spread revenge on poor unfortunate souls. Oh, I love that. Poor unfortunate souls. There's a lot of good ones. Oh my gosh, I just love these things so much. Oh, I love this one, I love this one. I don't know what this word is, if it's like some weird Australian or British word or something, but I love it. Dahlia Drastic, her entry sentence is, I sipped my coffee as the cauldron bubbled noisily over the fire, giving it a little stir, widdershins. What's widdershins? I smiled sweetly at the man boiling in its stew. I read that and I was like, oh my god, I feel like I read like one of those 2-sentence horror stories, you know, like, woo, that took a twist. I love this one too. I don't know if it's pronounced darkling, but again, the V is in place of the A. The Wicked Witch cast a spell that turned the town into a pumpkin patch. That is a town that I wouldn't mind living in, alright? So yeah, there's tons of good ones. I mean, tons. So I just, God, you guys are so clever and creative. I was not expecting this. Like the creative, create your own candle thing, I was kind of expecting the creativity with that because like you sort of have to be. But just with the code word sentences, I wasn't expecting y'all to come up with like poems and little stories and like cool little rhyming things and like cool, they're just so cool. I gotta stir my hamburger. Oh my god. Yeah, I love how into this you guys are getting, and it's making me super happy, and it's just making me even more excited for everything. Look, you can watch me make my supper. Isn't this fun? Yeah. I can't wait to make this friggin' apple fritter bread. It sounds so good. And this is like the first opportunity I've had. Like, yes, I could be making candles tonight, but my supplies don't arrive until tomorrow. I'm waiting for jars and fragrances. So those arrive tomorrow, but until tomorrow I actually have a minute, so I'm vlogging and making this bread and taking the time to cook myself a nice supper. That's the way tonight is going. So I'm actually gonna get this apple thing going while my supper's finishing up. So this one isn't gonna be as cool as the pumpkin muffins one because I just kind of want to lose myself and do it. So we got a mixed brown sugar and 1 teaspoon cinnamon together in this bowl right here. So there's a lot of elements to this, and there's like a lot of bowls involved, and I'm just like, you know what, let's just go for it. I love baking, I love baking, I love baking. I could do it all day long. That's why I went to school for it. Boop boop. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I think this is like our little crumbly yum yum topping or something. I know you can't see what's going on. Oh my god, the cinnamon is stuck. Why? There, now you can kind of see what's going on. Got my brown sugar, my cinnamon in here. Get a little spoon, mix that up real nice. Yes, oh, that's delightful. Yes, yummy, 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 yummy. For this recipe, I am using 2 Honeycrisp apples because they happen to be my favorite. They're delectably sweet, and I enjoy baking things with them. All right, so we got our brown sugar cinnamon thing done. Now what do we do? Toss apples with 2 tablespoons granulated sugar and remaining cinnamon. So that's 1 teaspoon. This is my apple tossin bowl. I specifically put it here for that reason. So we're gonna do another teaspoon of cinnamon in here. I'm tired this week. Not quite enough. There we go. I guess I gotta cut up the apples now. I didn't think this through. See now, if I were Amelia Bedelia, this would be a problem. If any of you knows who Amelia Bedelia is, wow, you have my utmost respect forever. Mom, I know you know. Because this recipe doesn't say anything about peeling, coring, or chopping the apples. It just says that you need 2 apples of any kind. And then in the directions, it just says toss apples in the bowl. But anybody with common sense knows that you peel, core, and chop them first, but it doesn't tell you to do that. The trash can is right underneath me, by the way. I'm not just like rampantly peeling apples and letting it fall on the floor. And I do have a corer. In fact, it's what you guys were just sitting on. But corers hate me, and I always end up hurting myself. So I'm just gonna cut these things the way that I always do, around the core. Yes, I should be using a cutting board, but I'm being gentle, don't worry. And the counter's clean. We clean this counter like 25 times a day. Boom, apple core. Plus a tasty snack. Man, Maybe I shouldn't do that with a Wusthof aimed directly at my head. Oh my god, there goes my phone again. Fruit before meal, raise your blood sugar. Now you won't crave dessert. Alright, chop these bad boys up real good. I actually really do feel bad now about not using the cutting board. I'll grab it in a second. I mean, these are Wusthof knives, they're very sharp. I know, I paid for them. This is a whole lot of apple. Oh my god. I told you my phone was going nuts. It's literally just been like non-stop since the video went up. It's hilarious. I am loving it. Okay, so now is when I add some peas. See? You wouldn't think this wouldn't make that much of a difference, but it does. It really does. It's bizarre how good the peas makes this particular hamburger helper. It's like unreal. And I'm gonna add some pepper, even though I'm not typically a fan of pepper, but I don't know. It does something to this that is pretty good. So then we just mix that all up into a big cheesy hamburgery, pea-y, peppery mush, and now we have supper. Now we're gonna go back to our apple fritter bread. This is an evening with me. Typical evening with me. This is what I do when y'all aren't looking. But now you are. So hot. Alright, got all my apples in this bowl. Oh my god, I did not think this through. Get them all tossed up, mixed in with that cinnamon and sugar, yummy goodness. Oh, that smells awesome. Oh my gosh, and now it's all over my hands. Okay, so I preheated the oven already to 350. So now I gotta get the butter going here in the stand mixer. Affectionately known as Archie, short for the Archbishop of Canterbury. Yes, that is what I named my mixer. Deal with it. Now, do y'all remember what I've told you about butter when you're gonna put it in the mixer and whip it up and stuff? That's right, you let it sit at room temperature for at least a half an hour first, and then you cube it. So I'm gonna throw this in there with the 2/3 cup of sugar that's remaining and mix it up. So that's the butter and the sugar. Now we have to add the eggs one at a time and mix that up. That's blended in with the eggs. Now we have to add our vanilla. I'm gonna set you very precariously on top of Archie. So 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. 1. And we'll just say that's a half. I don't know. Oh, this is hilarious. Yeah, it was so funny because I set my video to publish at 2 p.m. on the dot, and I was still at work. And I wasn't looking at the clock because, you know, I was working. So it was about 10 minutes after 2 when I looked at the clock then, because my phone just started going nuts in my pocket with the notification sound, and I was just like, oh, my video went up, that's right. So, and it's just been like, by the way, I mixed the flour and the baking powder together while we weren't looking. Whiskey. Yeah, it was just like going, it's been going off non-stop ever since then, and it's just hilarious, and I'm just loving it so much. It's so funny. It was really kicking there for a couple of hours. It was just like overlapping. It was like like it was literally just like one right after the other. I couldn't even listen to music on the way home because my notification kept interrupting the music like every 2 seconds. It was so funny. It was cracking me up. Alright, so anyway, we got the vanilla in there. We gotta mix. Alright, now we gotta add the flour thing, and then after that, 1/2 cup of milk. And I need to eat a bite of this. Oh my god, I am so hungry. I need to eat. It's so good. Especially good with extra shredded cheddar cheese on top. Which is what I will be doing soon. Yeah. That looks really yummy. That looks like an apple cake batter if I've ever seen one. So now I have to do my milk. Yeah, I'd say that's smooth. So now what we gotta do, we got this loaf pan, and we gotta spray it down with some Pam. So now we gotta pour 1/2 of this batter into this loaf pan because we're gonna layer it with the filling and with the apples. All right, so that looks pretty good. Now we add half of the chopped apples. So, ooh, nice and good. Ooh, God, they smell so good. Holy crap, this is gonna be awesome. By the way, I clean as I go. As you'll see, there are no remnants of baking utensils or ingredients sitting around because, well, it's unsightly and I clean as I go. Okay, so now we have to do half of this filling. So we're just gonna sprinkle that on. This is gonna be so good. I've never made this before. This is just a recipe I happened to stumble across while I was looking for something else, and I was just like, you know what? That sounds awesome. I'm doing it. Okay, so then we put the rest of the batter on top of this, and then apples, and then the crumbly bits again. So I'm gonna do that and get back to you. I'm so hungry, I wanna eat my supper. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. That was really tricky, spreading that smoothly over that filling because it kept wanting to like shift and stuff. But now we're gonna do the rest of the apples on top here. It looks and smells amazing. I cannot wait to try this. I bet this is gonna be so good. Finish it off. Okay, so we gotta press it down. Oh, it's so funny. All right, so now we bake approximately 1 hour and 10 minutes. Good, that gives me enough time to watch a movie and eat my supper. So now I've got my supper and I'm gonna sit on the couch with Scrappy, watch a movie while my apple fritter bread bakes, and immediately drop my phone on the floor. We're gonna watch some Ghost Hunters.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was footsteps. Really, really loud. On this episode of Ghost Hunters, sightings of a bloody apparition at a Louisiana sugar plantation. I was kind of shocked. Whoa. Prompt the frightened owner to reach out to the Ghost Hunters for help.
Them plantations, man. Those are some spooky places. Very haunted. Even though I'm enjoying sitting here watching Ghost Hunters with Scrappy, who is all bundled up over there in his little bed. 40 minutes until my apple bread stuff is done, and 40 minutes is too long. I want it right now. Oh man, I just walked over into the kitchen, which is, you know, right there, but still, to put my dinner plate away, and oh my God, that thing smells good. It's really more of a cake, you know, than a bread. It was like a cake batter because it was like the creaming method, which is where I don't understand the bread part of the title, but I mean, it's in a loaf pan, I guess, but it's more cakey, but boy, it smells awesome. I can smell the apple and all of that cinnamon and just all that. I cannot wait to eat this. There's a half an hour left. It's too long. I want it now. I want it now. I'm Veruca Salt now. Daddy.
We're not here.
Oh, Scrappy.
Right, we are going
You
to
are
collect
so
our
cute.
equipment, and we're going to leave. There we go. All right.
The timer just beeped at me. I'm very excited. It smells so good. Oh my God. Yeah, I gotta turn the light on. Okay, we're gonna get this thing out of the oven. It smells amazing. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Gotta do the little toothpick test. Oh, I hear the apples just sizzling away. There's way more apple than batter. Yeah, it's done. Okay, gotta get a cooling rack. Oh man, that looks so good. So I gotta let this cool for 15 minutes and then we're gonna drizzle it with a little powdered sugar and milk glaze, which should make it super tasty. It smells so good, oh my gosh. And I have to let it cool for 15 minutes. Waiting! So it came out of the pan very nicely, I must say. It looks quite delightful. And now we gotta do this little drizzly bit with the powdered sugar milk thingy. Just add a nice little sweet glazy thing to it. It went off like 40 more times too between when I had the camera on and stuff. Yeah, it's just like, I mean, and this is it being died down, the notifications from how it was earlier today. So anyway, there is our apple fritter bread, more like a cake in my opinion, but I think it came out awesome. Just gonna cut myself a little slice here. Still warm. Oh my gosh. The apples make it really, really moist. Wow. I guess I see now why they wanted you to swirl the thing through there, but I mean, it doesn't matter, does it? Yeah, we're definitely gonna try this right now. Okay, take a nice little forkful off the side here. See what we got. Mm. Yeah, this would be good with like some coffee or for some cider or something. Thumbs up. Totally worth the wait. Well, that is all for today. Thanks for hanging out with me this evening. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, this is basically one of my typical nights here. Usually not with the baking, but you know, when I have time, I just make my hamburger helper, sit and watch shows, and or bake. And usually when I don't have time, that's when I'm busy doing stuff like editing videos, making candles, you know, shooting videos, whatever. So I hope you had a good time. I did. It was nice to share my evening with you. So if you haven't entered my latest giveaway contest for the witchy package, I suggest you do so. It's very simple to enter. It's the video right before this one. It's called Halloween Giveaway Contest, the witchy package. Can't miss it. You have until October 12th at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, so I'd say get on it. And if it's past that time, sorry, you're too late. But I will see you guys tomorrow in my next Vlogtober adventure. I can't believe I'm still keeping up with this. I haven't missed one single day. Wow. Go me. And don't forget, if you want to order some candles, check out my candle collections via the links below to my website and my Etsy page. I would greatly appreciate the business right now. Don't forget to watch out for the sheep as always. Vlog phrase of the day is, apples make everything better. I love apples, especially in the fall. Thanks for hanging out. See you next time. I love you. I appreciate you. Okay, bye.